Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Coop here with the Kingswood School morning announcements for Wednesday, April 8th, 2020. I love this picture. It's a picture of all of us wearing our red noses on Red Nose Day in April of 2019. Today, I'm wearing a University of Pennsylvania hat, which is where I went to graduate school. It's in the city of Philadelphia, which is known as the city of brotherly love. Let's all say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Straight from our weather desk and weatherman Frank Nunn, we have the weather report for today.
Thank you, Dr. Coop. Your high temperature today is 61, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers in the morning, then partly sunny with a slight chance of showers in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 60s, northwest winds around 5 miles per hour, becoming north in the afternoon, chance of rain 50%. Your low temperature today is 46, mostly cloudy, lows in the mid-40s. Northeast winds around 5, becoming southeast after midnight. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank Nunn, for the weather report. Today for birthdays, we don't have any birthdays at Kings Road School, but yet it is Ponce de Leon's birthday. He searched for the Fountain of Youth, but found Florida instead. Thank you, Mrs. Guzowitz, for that great fact. The counseling corner from Mr. Levine. It's always important to remember the power of a smile. There's an expression that a smile is worth 1,000 words. When you smile, it not only makes yourself feel better, but it makes other people who see you smile feel better. Thanks for the tip, Mr. Levine. The riddle of the day, also from Mr. Levine. What can you hold in your right hand, but not in your left? The answer is your left hand. Good one, Mr. Levine. Make sure you make someone smile with that riddle today. Student highlight, caught being awesome. Fiona Callahan from 3R, you were caught. Caught being awesome. Fiona, you're always so kind and considerate of everyone. You're a great friend to others, and you think a lot about the feelings of other people. Fiona Callahan, you are awesome. Story highlight of the day from Mr. Paradiso. Stories of the day. For this week, Mr. Paradiso thought it would be fun to do book trailers of the day to go along with the PTO virtual book fair taking place. Each day, he will include 2 short book trailers of new books that are available to purchase at the virtual book fair. Book fair information can be found in your library Google Classroom. So there are 2 books he's recommending, Bumble and Bee, and Stargazing. So we're going to listen to a little bit of, or watch, Bumble and Bee.
Meet Bumble and meet Bumble's best buddy, Bee. These bees are silly, sweet, and love to have fun. But sometimes their best friend, Froggy, can be kind of, grumpy. Join them with big smiles on Best Friends Picture Day and see how Bumble and Bee try to cure Froggy's hiccups. And watch them learn to do the waggle dance. Enjoy all 3 fun stories and see what the buzz is about at your Scholastic Book Fair. With Bumble and Bee, don't worry, be happy.
Thank you, Mr. Paradiso. That was a great preview. The word of the day from Mrs. Guzowitz is team, T-E-A-M, team. What does it mean? A group of people who work together or play together. How do you use it? We are a team at Kings Road School when we have to get something done. This day in history, in 1893, the first recorded college basketball game occurs. In 1904, Longacre Square in Manhattan, New York, was renamed Times Square. In 1973, Pablo Picasso died. In 1974, Hank Aaron hits his 715th home run, passing Babe Ruth as the all-time home run leader. In 1986, Clint Eastwood is elected mayor of Carmel by the Sea, California. Earth Day fun fact, Earth Day was first celebrated on April 22nd, 1970. Learning new things, students have learned penguins have knees. They've learned how to knit and ride a bike. A student learned that spiders have 8 eyes but can't see very well. Some can't even see at all. One student learned how to take apart a phone. Another student learned how to ride a bike. 2 fifth graders learned a trick called seesaw. From a 4th grader, honey never goes bad. Also, you can drink any year-old milk and not get sick, but it might not taste good. Nicholas learned that you can bake a cake without butter and without eggs and without milk and without electricity. Wow. If you learned something new you want to share with me, email me at coopk@madisonnjps.org to share what you've learned. Mrs. Moran's health tip of the day: always wear a bike helmet when riding your bike. Make sure your bike helmet fits you well. Make sure it covers your forehead. Don't let it tip back in, and always fasten the straps. Don't wear a hat under your helmet. Put reflective stickers on your helmet so drivers can see you better. Thank you, Mrs. Moran. Can you answer these trivia questions from Mouse and the Motorcycle? Today's trivia comes from Chapter 11, The Search, and Chapter 12, An Errand of Mercy. 1. Why can't Ralph carry aspirin in his cheek pouches? 2. What happened to Aunt Adrian? 3. What happened to Ralph when he entered the last room on the 2nd floor? 4. Where did the sisters Betty and Mary Lou want to take Ralph, and what were they going to do with him there? 5. Do you remember what was on the backside of the postcard that Ralph was being carried on? Mrs. Sims hopes you're all caught up and that you've enjoyed reading the book. Final trivia coming Thursday. Only 1 chapter left from Mrs. Sims. Fun facts: a giraffe has 7 bones in its neck, which is the same as a human has, but they're much larger. The pattern of wrinkles on a gorilla's nose is unique to each one and is known as a nose print. Conservation workers use photos and sketches of gorillas' noses to keep track of individuals. Hippos' closest living relatives are the aquatic mammals, whales, dolphins, and porpoises. A chameleon's tongue is at least as long as its body, but it can grab prey in a fraction of a second. An eagle's eyes are at least 4 times sharper than a human's eyes. Wow. A big shout out to Mrs. Moran at Kings Road School. She is our school nurse, and I have a thank you nurse song for her.
Have you ever thanked a nurse? Thank them for the comfort they provide. They make the world a better place. Have you ever thanked a nurse? Thank them just for being there for us. And we are better off because nurses care. Nurses comfort. They problem solve. They want the best for us. Nurses heal. Nurses listen. Thank you for all you do. Have you ever thanked a nurse? Thank them for the mercy they have shown. They make a difference every day. Have you ever thanked?
That's a beautiful song. And that song is for you, Mrs. Moran. We think you're great. We appreciate you. We think you are just so wonderful. And we're always so appreciative of the care that you give us all. And also, since we're talking about nurses, we also want to have warm thoughts to all the nurses that are working in the hospitals right now. We're thinking of you as well. And finally, this last slide says a kind word is like a spring day. So when someone says a kind word to me, it makes me feel warm inside like a spring day does. It makes me feel happy inside like a spring day does. So remember, when you say kind words to other people, it'll make them feel warm and it'll make them feel happy inside. And that's something that you would really like to do for others. And hopefully people will do that for you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy.